The former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has made a very serious claim in a letter addressed to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Douglas Kanja. Gachagua says that his life is in danger. Now, according to the contents of the letter, he has faced what he describes as several assassination attempts. He believes that there is a plot by unknown individuals to eliminate him, and he is demanding full protection from the police. Now, this comes at a time when Gachagua has been more outspoken, especially in political spaces, ever since President William Ruto reshuffled his political team and appeared to sideline Gachagua. Tensions have risen within the Kenya Kwanza administration. Now, Gachagua, who was once a strong supporter and running mate of President William Ruto, has become more isolated and more critical in public appearances. Some observers believe that the political fallout between the two leaders may be deeper than it appears on the surface. Now, in his letter to the IG, Gachagua reminded the police boss of the constitutional duty to protect every Kenyan citizen, and he noted that the constitution does not allow the police to serve only those in power or those considered friendly to the government of the day. His message was simple and very powerful, that he is a Kenyan and he deserves protection like every other Kenyan citizen. The details of the alleged assassination attempts have not yet been made public. Gachagua has not mentioned names or suspects. However, the fact that a high-ranking former government official can put such claims in writing suggests that he either has strong evidence or he is feeling deeply threatened. Either way, the situation should not just be ignored. Remember, it is important to understand the political context surrounding this letter. Gachagua has recently been fighting what many describes as political battle for survival. He has been vocal about protecting what he calls the Mount Kenya interest, and he has been very critical of some of President Ruto's decision. And there have been reports that he is building his own political base in preparation for the 2027 elections. Some insiders believe that Gachagua feels betrayed by the very government he helped to bring into power. So in such a political environment where leaders are fighting for relevance and public support, it's not uncommon to see high emotions, strong words and accusations, but an assassination attempt, that is regarded as a very serious matter. And we've seen this in history, how political power struggles can take dark turns, from the mysterious death of politicians like Robert Ouko to the alleged threats faced by activists and journalists. And Kenya has a record of unresolved security cases involving people in power. That's why Gachagua's letter cannot just be taken as political drama or noise. So the role of the Inspector General of Police now becomes very critical. Mr. Douglas Kanja has the responsibility to take such claims very seriously, and his office must launch an investigation to find out if the threats are real, if Gachagua is truly in danger and he deserves protection. If the claims are political and meant to gain sympathy or distract the public, then the truth must also come out. Unfortunately, in Kenya, many of these claims often disappear with time. No reports are shared with the public, no answers are given. The news cycle just keep moving. But this approach must stop. Every threat to life, especially from someone at Gachagua's level, must be followed up with urgency, professionalism, and openness. So this issue also touches on a bigger problem, which is the politicization of security. Now, many Kenyans believe that government protection is only given to those who are loyal to the system. If you step out of the line, your security is withdrawn. If you speak against the government, you are left exposed. That's not how a democratic country should operate. Security is a gift from it's not a gift from the government, but if a former deputy president feels unsafe, what is there for the ordinary citizen, like for example in Mathare, in Kibra, Mandera, or even Turkana? Now, let us pose this question and need to pose really questions that matter. Why would someone want to assassinate Rigathi Gachagua? What does he know or represent that makes him a target? So if his life is really in danger, what is the government doing about it, and why hasn't there been a public statement? So has Kenya returned to a place where political competition is handled through fear and threats? You know the answer. And finally, if a man who once sat at the very top of government can now say that he feels unsafe, then how safe are we?